Oh my gosh. I'm tired.
All right. Hey, we're ready.
No, I didn't submit the full plan yet until I signed for this.
All right. You ready? Ready, Brenda? All right. Hey, welcome everybody to the fourth regular council meeting, February 28th, 2025. If you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Lord's Prayer. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. All right, welcome everybody. Finally got a little break in the weather. It's not negative degrees, so that's a good thing. Have a few guests here tonight. Mr. Kraus, you have anything for us tonight? All right. Thanks for coming. Mr. Painter, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, so good. Do you have anything for us tonight?
Not right now.
Chief.
I have a
Stiller.
couple things tonight.
Yeah.
We need to look at downtown parking during the events. There's people parking in front of Vern's old building as you make the corner, because it's not striped not to park there. So it gets a little interesting, especially when the semi come around the corner. So we might need to take some pictures of the next big event that's at the Roxy or whatever, but they're parking where traditionally we haven't parked. I mean, when we lost the meters, we lost a lot of the idea of where we're supposed to park. You can see that sometimes even on a Saturday morning downtown. So something we should probably look at as we get to better weather and we can actually paint uptown, downtown, but for sure. I know we ran out of time at the workshop, but probably something to talk about next time. Maybe might be the TIF, where that's at. That was passed from the previous administrator. I talked to the auditor last week. It still hasn't been filed yet, so they can't give the fire board or any jurisdiction of kind of financial issues or impacts for us if it hasn't been filed.
They were sent those.
According to the levy guy, which is John Oates, he has not received it. And that was verified with Auditor Miss Kinsey. And I think the last question I have for right now is, have we seen any significant increase in the water income? We've had these meters now installed for quite a few months, and part of the sales pitch on that was we were going to see an increase in revenue because the meters are going to be accurate. Do we know if we've seen any significant increases in water income?
No, off the top of my head, Aaron, but I can send it out, or I can have it next meeting.
And just the last thing I have, interaction with dispatch, is that our CAD, which is the computer aided dispatch, goes out of this building, goes through a connectivity switch, goes to the sheriff's office, goes to the sheriff's office, goes out to the Western United States, and then comes back. We lose a lot of connectivity from time to time with that. There is a availability out there to make a different connection. I understand that cost is about $4,000 to $5,000 to make that connection. We're not going through the sheriff's office. We're going out to the West Coast and back without going through the sheriff's office, which speeds up a lot of the information back and forth. When we lose connectivity to the CAD, we lose the ability to get a lot of information on our cell phones because all the information comes through the CAD system. So we lose that connectivity a lot and frequently, and then for periods of hours sometimes. So I had a meeting a couple weeks ago with the IT people from the sheriff's office about some CAD issues and one of the other programs we run and utilize, and they brought it up. Kim knows about it. She was just waiting to know what the budget looked like and if that money could be gotten somewhere or if we could split it or do something with it. But her and I talked last week, and I think she was waiting to see about downstairs renovations, actually. They don't want to lose anything down that to buy one of these. So, but I think it's something that we should all discuss to the future for the betterment of the dispatch center. The only thing, I got an email from Patty about the fire siren usage. Currently only goes off now for tornadoes and fire, when they get remembered to be rung downstairs for the fires. So, we've talked about this before, but when we lose connectivity, we lose the ability to get information on our phones. So the fire siren sometimes, especially on a fire and accident, sometimes it's nice to have that fallback safety. I understand for new residents in town, it sometimes becomes a hindrance and a pain, especially if we have a busy day. I mean, last fall, we didn't have a whole lot of rain, we had a bunch of grass fires at back-to-back times, but we can work through some of those issues if that's a problem. But in general, until we maybe get a little better connectivity issues figured out, I'm not sure I'm ready to jump out on that limb for just tornado season.
We had some complaints about how often the siren rings, how loud.
And lately, it hasn't rang a whole lot. I mean, we're going back a few weeks before where it was ringing a lot, so. It's actually quieter now because we've lost 2 sirens. You lost the one up.
Unless you live beside it, then it's really loud. And I don't live beside it, but yeah, it's really loud.
You're down to the fire station and the water plant and the sewer plant. There's this one out here does no longer work, and the one at Summit Glove has been removed, and it's actually sitting in the bullpen at the street garage. So we went from 4 to 2, so it's a lot quieter. Again, unless you live there. That's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you. All right. So off to our consensus items. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the 3rd regular council meeting held February 11th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion? Roll call.
Yay.
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 Motion so approved. Turn it over to the administrator.
Thank you, Mayor. So we have our second reading of the water deposit policy tonight. Again, we've always had the water deposit. This just allows us to not accept money if it's the refund's under $10 and we don't pay them, they don't pay us. So council was given examples of skate park enhancements. I spoke with Luke Agurdakis, who was very involved with the skate park at one time, and he spoke with American Ramp Company, and they're gonna maybe do a design of what will fit down there and what will work best down there for the scooter riders and the bike riders and things like that also. There is a motion on tonight's agenda to pay for the spring, or to enter into a contract with the spring cleanup with Kimball. The rates remain the same, they did not change. And there is a motion to replace the telemetry units, which tells us the water levels at the water towers. That's kind of an emergency and has to be done. This will be my last meeting sitting up here. So welcome Mr. Meitinger on the 10th, I believe he starts. So thank you guys for having me and not laughing at me when I messed up. But I'm excited for him to start, and I think he'll do a great job. His email is set up, so if anybody wants that, we can offer that out. And anybody can contact him. And I think that's all I have.
Very good. Any questions for Patty? All right, let's turn it over to JT, our service director.
Thank you, Mayor. In the street department, we received 200 ton of road salt from Compass. With the weather getting nicer, they'll be out doing potholes. I think they're going out tomorrow using cold patch, and we'll be using cold patch until hot mix is available. In the water department, we submitted for reimbursement for the H2 Ohio grant, renewed the GIS mapping contract with RCAP, and we had a service leak out on Lincoln Street out by Woodhill yesterday. In wastewater, the Minerva Dairy January 2025 reporting's been received. It's under review. Our mixed liquor at the wastewater plant's under 5,000, so we're doing good there, and our settleability is less than 400. Park department still with the winter snow and ice control, servicing the equipment. They cleaned the garage, removed the decorations at Mayor's Park, assisted wastewater with jetting, and assisted with the water leak. We completed the annual U.S. Census boundary and annexation reporting. And Columbia Gas, they'll be starting on the Bonneview Lincoln Way replacement project anywhere from March 3rd to March 10th. They're anticipating now. And that's all I have, unless you have any questions.
Any questions for JT?
No, sir.
Thank you, JT.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Clark, our law director, you have anything tonight?
Nothing tonight, Mayor, thank you.
All right, well, let's get on to our old and new business. I need a motion for, this didn't change, did it? Our agenda, the one that you gave me? I just want to make sure. Okay.
I don't think so.
Need a motion for second read of ordinance number 13-25.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion.
So this is, again, the ordinance for the water utility deposits that allows us to not have to refund any amounts left over under $10. And if someone owes us under $10, they don't have to pay it.
Roll call.
Coe,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Oldesar,
Yay.
Jordan, Yay. Harris.
Yay. Ordinance number 13-25, an ordinance enacting subsection 927.02AA of the codified ordinances of the Village of Minerva, establishing a policy for water utility deposits and refunds.
Thank you, Clark. Next up, I need motion for second read of ordinance number 14-25.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion?
This is actually a first
First
read.
read.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh.
I know it says second read, but yeah, we tabled the first.
That's why I asked. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
This
don't-
is, yeah.
Okay.
it's the motion for first read.
This is a motion for first read. Sorry about that.
This is, I apologize, this is the development agreement for the former Chase building between the Village of Minerva and Tipsy Farmer Winery, Painter Farms.
I'll make it.
Did we already get a motion?
Yes.
Okay. Roll call.
Coe,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Oldesar,
Yay.
Jordan. Yay. Harris.
Yay. Ordinance number 14-25, an ordinance approving a development agreement with Tipsy Farmer Winery LLC and Painter Farms LLC. Whereas Council of the Village of Minerva deems it necessary to approve a development agreement with Tipsy Farmer Winery LLC and Painter Farms LLC for the economic development of the former Chase Bank building. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Village of Minerva, Stark, Carroll, and Columbia Counties, Ohio, that 1, the development agreement among the Village of Minerva and Tipsy Farmer Winery LLC and Painter Farms LLC for the economic development of the former Chase Bank building is hereby approved as set forth in attached Exhibit A. 2, Patricia Willoughby as acting village administrator is hereby authorized to sign the said development agreement or any other documents and to take actions necessary to carry out the terms of the development agreement on behalf of the Village of Minerva. 3, Patricia Willoughby, as Finance Director, is hereby authorized to appropriate and expend all funds necessary to carry out the terms of the development agreement on behalf of the Village of Minerva. 4, Patricia Willoughby, as Acting Administrator, is hereby authorized to enter into an agreement with the Minerva Growth Community Improvement Corporation, the CIC, and to convey the property depicted in Exhibit A attached to the development agreement to the CIC to be conveyed under the terms of the agreement between the village and the CIC from the CIC to Painter Farms LLC under the terms of the development agreement. 5, this ordinance shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clark. Need a motion to approve first read?
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Coe,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Oldesar,
Yay.
Jordan. Yay. Harris.
Yay.
First read so approved. That is not an emergency, right? That is,
No, but I think the intent was that we would waive the second and third readings on a non-emergency basis, and then
Okay.
it will be effective 30 days from tonight.
all right. So I need a motion to waive the second and third readings on a non-emergency and for passage of ordinance number 14-25.
Make the motion. I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Co.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Bulbasaar.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
And Brenda, do I normally read the title again?
Yes, you do.
Ordinance number 14-25, an ordinance approving a development agreement with Tipsy Farmer Winery LLC and Painter Farms LLC.
Ordinance number 14-25, so approved. It's been a second. How, have you and Jen talked about how long this whole process has been? Oh, here we are. Yeah, well, there's been several hurdles before this, so we're excited to have you. So thanks for.
We're excited to be here.
Good, good, good. All right. I need a motion for first read of ordinance number 15-25.
I'll make that motion. Second it.
Discussion.
So this is the employment contract for the new village administrator, Greg Meitinger.
Roll call.
Co.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Bulbasaar.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Ordinance number 15-25, an ordinance approving an employment contract as village administrator with Greg Meitinger and declaring it an emergency. Whereas the Council of the Village of Minerva desires to employ Greg Meitinger as village administrator under a 3-year employment contract, now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Village of Minerva, Stark, Carroll, and Columbiana Counties, Ohio, that 1, the employment contract of Greg Meitinger as village administrator for a 3-year term commencing March 10, 2025, and terminating March 10, 2028, is hereby approved as set forth in attached Exhibit A. 2, Mason Bolazar, Mayor, is hereby authorized to execute the said employment contract on behalf of the Village of Minerva. 3, this ordinance is declared to be an emergency measure necessary to the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the residents of the Village of Minerva, to permit the expedited approval of the employment contract to ensure the efficient operation of the village, and shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clark. Need a motion to approve the first read of ordinance number 15-25.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion. Roll call.
Meadows.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Bulbasaar.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Co.
Yay.
All right. Motion so approved. Because I need a motion now to suspend the statutory rules and have second and third readings by title only and for passage of ordinance number 15-25.
Make the motion. I'll second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Meadows.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Bulbasaar.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Co.
Yay.
Ordinance number 15-25, an ordinance approving an employment contract as village administrator with Greg Meitinger and declaring it an emergency.
Ordinance number 15-25, so approved. For those of you that haven't met Greg yet, I'm only going to speak for myself. I think we hit a home run. I think bringing him in, he is passionate. I think he is very excited to take on this journey. He and his wife are already looking for property down here, and he calls and texts often with me and Patty, and he's very excited to get started. So I can't wait to get him in here and introduce him to everybody, and let everybody pick his brain and give them their thoughts on what needs to happen around here too. But we're very excited to have him come aboard. Next up, ordinance number 16-25. I need a motion for first read of ordinance number 16-25.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion.
This allows employees to opt out of our health insurance coverage. That will actually save us budgetarily quite a bit per employee. So,
Roll call.
Bulbasaar.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Co.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Ordinance number 16-25, an ordinance authorizing employee election to opt out of the Village of Minerva Employee Health Benefit Plan and declaring it an emergency. Whereas council deems it necessary to offer employees the option to opt out of the Village Employee Health Benefit Plan in consideration for an opt-out payment of additional compensation as an incentive to recruit or retain employees and to improve the budgetary cost of the health plan to the village. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Village of Minerva, Stark, Carroll, and Columbiana Counties, Ohio, that 1, council hereby authorizes and approves an employee election to opt out of the Village of Minerva Employee Health Benefit Plan, including dental coverage, in consideration for the payment of an additional annual but non-pensionable compensation to the employee in the amount of $12,000 for family coverage opt-out or $6,000 for single coverage opt-out. 2, under the opt-out election, the employee need not decline the village-provided vision coverage because the premium for that coverage is fully paid by the employee only if the employee elects vision coverage. 3, this ordinance is declared an emergency measure necessary to the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the residents of the Village of Minerva to ensure the expedited approval of the employee opt-out election and the immediate realization of the benefits of employee recruitment and retention and improvement to the budgetary cost of the health plan to the village, and shall become effective at the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you, Clark. Need a motion to approve first read of ordinance number 16-25.
I make the motion. I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Colasar.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Coe.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
First read so approved. Need a motion to suspend the statutory rules and have second and third readings by title only and for passage of ordinance number 16-25.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion?
I will say that the reason we're doing this as an emergency is because it is part of Mr. Meidinger's contract.
You know, one other thing, that this is one of those ordinances that we've had that we've never offered before, that I think is a win-win potentially for lots of people. It could obviously save the village a lot of money by offering this, and it's going to increase non-pensionable salary for people that maybe their spouse has the insurance and they don't need to cover it. So this is something I think is a good plan for our village. So, roll call.
Colasar.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Coe.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Ordinance number 16-25, an ordinance authorizing employee election to opt out of the Village of Minerva Employee Health Benefit Plan and declaring it an emergency.
Thank you, Clark. Ordinance number 16-25 so approved. Next up, I need a motion. A motion is in order to establish the community building table rental fees for all 4 days of the 2025 homecoming at $40 for a single space, $45 for a single space with electric, $80 for a double space, and $100 for a double space with electric.
I make that motion. I'll second it.
Discussion?
These are the fees that vendors pay for the homecoming, for the community building rental. This is about half, I think, of last year's fees. We're hoping to have more vendors this year.
Roll call.
Coe.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Colasar.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Motion so approved. Next up, I need a motion to authorize the acting village administrator, Patty Willoughby, to enter into an agreement with Kimball Companies for the 2025 spring cleanup on May 10th, 2025, in an amount not to exceed $20,000.
Make the motion. I'll second.
Discussion.
So Kimball's rates have actually remained the same. Last year, spring cleanup cost us about $16,360. So the $20,000 is more than we think we'll need, but it's just to be safe. Spring cleanup will be May 10th.
Roll call.
Coe.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Colasar.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
Motion so approved. Next up, Motion is in order to authorize Patricia Willoughby this time, our acting village administrator, to enter a contract with Bergren Associates to replace the telemetry on both, say that word?
Telemetry.
There you go. On both water towers in an amount not to exceed $22,720.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion.
So the telemetry monitors the water levels in the water towers and alerts the water superintendent to any issues. And the equipment needs replaced because sometimes it's non-functional, and if it doesn't alert him and there's an issue, we could have a disaster. So.
Roll call.
Cody.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Bulbassar.
Yay.
Jordan. Yay.
Oh,
Harris.
Yay.
Motion so approved. Last on our agenda, a motion is in order to authorize Patricia Willoughby, acting village administrator, to pay CT consultants for professional services in connection with the water meter project in an amount not to exceed $10,897.28.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Discussion.
So this is to pay CT consultants, but we've been reimbursed already by OWDA for that amount. I will say that we are, I think, done with the water meter loan, and it was a little over $325,000 was our portion of what we have to pay after ARPA funds, and so we had originally had a quote of over $1 million, I think, just all in, so we did pretty well. If we're going to be out of pocket, 325.
Very good.
Roll call.
Cody.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Bulbassar.
Yay.
Jordan.
Yay.
Harris.
Yay.
That's all of our stated business tonight. Go right around. Jennifer, do you have anything else for us tonight?
Just the show at the Roxy on Valentine's Day was really good. It was very funny.
Very good. Chris,
I think I'm good. Thank you.
you good? Bob?
I just want to remind people to support locally owned businesses because they support the community through team sponsorships, events, and donations. The dollars you spend in our community stay in the community. So support locally owned businesses when you can.
I agree. Nate?
Well, I guess a couple things. So, update from the chamber. Denise has officially started her new job at the Stark County Sheriff's Office, and I have fully stepped in as the chamber director there. In the last 2 weeks, I have been went to a Visit Canton seminar. It was a grant writing function. So got a lot of information on that, a lot of stuff that will be very helpful for the chamber, but then also a lot of stuff that could eventually be spread out to other facilities within the community. Been working on events for the year, lining up food trucks and entertainment and whatnot. We did have our second homecoming meeting last night. Originally thought homecoming would be June 18th through the 21st. Unfortunately, Kissel, the ride company, sent us a contract with different dates. So homecoming is June 11th through the 14th. We got that passed down to us. So slowly trying to figure out the scheduling for all of that. We unfortunately lost New Wave Nation in that shift. They were booked the weekend before and any of those weeknights. But I think I've managed to figure out bands for all 4 nights in our beer garden. I'll keep everyone updated as we go along. To piggyback off Jen's comment about the crack pots, I was only there for the sound setup, the equipment setup. We had 204 people in that night. 188 tickets were bought online. 16 people came in walk-in. Everyone had a good turnout. I haven't gotten the zip code report yet from Crackpots, but he said the majority of people were Minerva residents. So that was good to see that Minerva was stepping out and supporting something local here. This past weekend, we had the Western Movie Marathon showing The Deadly Companions, Big Trees, and McClintock. we had 6 people buy tickets for all 3 shows. 2 people walked in for Big Trees, and then another 11 for McClintock. So those were all public domain films, so we made a profit, which is nice for the Roxy in that regard. And then upcoming events here, Susan Fahey dance recital is March 9th. Evening of Celtic Music and Dance is March 22nd. Tribute to the Women of the Rock Hall is March 29th. Silver Springs, the Fleetwood Mac Experience, is April 4th. Looking to do another movie marathon on a Saturday. I'm circling around April 5th for a date there with an Abbott and Costello double feature. And then we have MACTA fundraiser, which is going to be at the Roxy on April 12th. And then Floyd Live is back April 26th. So if you see the giant Roxy event poster that's hanging up, I did have Paradise, the Meatloaf tribute for April 19th. They had to reschedule. So, and I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Nate.
So.
Anybody else have anything tonight?
Mason, you might just want to mention that when the Columbia Gas does do that repair on Bonneview, they're going to try their hardest not to disrupt traffic, but they have to run the tracks.
Yeah, I know.
Gary reached out and gave them some times to try to avoid, but
Yeah.
in order to fix that gas leak issue that's back there, that they're still monitoring every day, it's going to affect at some point in time a school drop-off or school let-out. So.
I know there's been some correspondence with JT and in the company too, so that absolutely is. It's one of those things we have to get taken care of. So, yeah, it might cause a little bit of a delay. So, yeah. The only other thing I have tonight, I just wanted to first of all welcome the painters officially. Again, this is something that's been almost a year in the works, and some bumps in the road along the way, but we're very, very happy to be adding another great business to our downtown. If you haven't been out to the Tipsy Farmer, you know, it's just it's a great feel, it's a great vibe, and they have a great product. So we're really excited to have them coming in, and also wanted to, you know, again, Greg Meitinger, I think is going to be a really, really good addition to our village. So those are a couple big ones tonight, I think. So very excited. If there's anything else, nothing, then I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion. Roll call.
Yay.
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 Meeting adjourned. Let me know when you're off, 'cause I want to make sure that I